Hello and welcome to another video of the Travelling Coffee Club. Today's video starts from inside Newcastle Station because we're about to take a ride on the newest section of track in the northeast, from here in Newcastle up to Ashington, a part of the northeast I have actually never ever been to. Now, I like it for two reasons. One, it's the newest piece of track in the northeast, and two, it goes through Manors. I mean, why wouldn't I want to do that? So how about on in here and go to a platform I've never caught a train from here at Newcastle Station, platform 1. And let's head even further north. It's always nice seeing a Voyager in any station I go to. One in Newcastle. As we know, we caught one through Newcastle the other month when we did Aberdeen to Penzance. Difference was, it wasn't a double like this one. But still a beautiful train nonetheless. But here comes ours onto platform 1. Northern Rail 158, I do apologise. 158849. My train to Ashington. Let's wait for it to pull in, everyone disembark, and we'll get on board ASAP. Yeah. Full disclosure. This train, I'll put the time I got it, doesn't stop at Manors on the way to Ashington, it stops on the way back. And, you know, that's where we'll finish the video. I think we'll finish at Manors, but we'll go all the way to Ashington first. Why not? I think it's going to be a good video anyway, but yeah, just so it's all in order. Manors doesn't get stopped at, it gets stopped at every hour, which is not too bad. But we'll get on board the train now and we'll head up north into Ashington. And yesterday, I swear, I heard a train go from here to Penzance, and I'm like, and it was one of those. I was like, I thought they were cancelled. I thought Cosserange went, nah, we're not doing that anymore. Whether it's from like Edinburgh to Penzance now instead of Aberdeen, I've got no idea. If I find out, I'll put it in the description down below. But yeah, I thought, Penzance? That one's going to Plymouth. And that one over there is going to London King's Cross, I think. And what I'm going to do is, we're going to go up to Ashington, come back to Manors, finish the video at Manors, and then I'm going to do a train spotting video at Manors, because I think we might see a few of these. Almost like I knew it was coming. We're not doing a Metroing video this time. I will put pictures up of the old and new tram metro on my Instagram. Also at the start of the video as well. I realised when I got here I was doing that many videos, I was like, when we're going to fit them all in? And I can't do it next week when I'm back because we get here at like 6:30, I think, and it'll be dark and you won't see a thing. So, and by the time I come up next, they'll be gone. I have put shorts up of them though, so might not have done a full video, but we've got them before they've left. The old ones anyway. The new ones, I can take them or leave them, I can't lie, because I'm so used to seeing them in Merseyside, and now they've made their way up here, and because I've been coming up here since I was a child, seeing the trams I've known, loved, and I love them maybe slightly more than the Manchester ones. Controversial, I know, but the way they all used to be multicoloured and the way the announcement used to be, it was fun. And now they're all the same colour and it's a bit meh. One thing I will say though is the Metrolink yellow pops on the new ones. So we've got that going for them at least. But the next thing you will see will not be this mug, it'll be out there going past the window. And you will will see Manors. One thing I will say is, I know, did a bit of B-roll and came back. One thing I will say is, TrainPal says it's stopping at every single stop. I don't know whether they're all finished. It's one of those lines that they've opened while they're building it, while they're building the stations anyway, so it'd be interesting to see how many of them are actually open. We know Manors is, and I know Ashington is, but all the ones in between, I genuinely have no idea. But yeah, just be interesting to see what stages they're up to, because Northumberland Park's meant to get one, and that's a metro stop as well, so there are going to be 2 metro stops on this line, Northumberland Park and Manors, which will work for the convenience of the people of the North East to get to work and everything like that. So it'd be interesting to see just like how busy this gets, because when it pulled in, it was rammed, it was busy. So I don't know what it's going to be like going as opposed to coming back. But I suppose there's one way to find out, isn't it? So yeah, when we start heading, well, when we get further past Manors, we'll see just exactly how many people use this line up to Ashington. In this carriage that I'm in, I can see one other person. Bit of a Park Metro service. From Stockport to Daily Biggs, that was like a smattering of people. We're doing that again. And I checked yesterday, and thankfully the Ale Trail line is reopening soon. It's not that I'm thinking of doing it in December, just before you all start going, because that line goes into Yorkshire and into the mountains. Like, nah, we're not doing that, we'll wait till next year. But I think we're ready to rock and roll, guys.
Welcome aboard this Northern Service to Ashington. The next station stop is Seaton.
Has been. We will be going back to Manors to finish the video, because just if it does stop there, you know, I didn't just say it in the video when I did the Warrington to Carlisle. It does actually stop there, and I will prove it, and I will get off. Before I start going, you lied. But yeah, normally when I go through Manors, I'm on an hour Zuma, but not this time, guys. And there is the metro line to the coast. How close they are is amazing. Just go through Manors, bike at Gillingham Road. So, yeah, all parts of my childhood, that line from North Shield, from Tynemouth to Monument, childhood memories. Let's see what the stations are like down this line, shall we? so big. I was like, I wonder what's in there. But now we know, Northern. I think I did see a Nova in there yesterday when I went up to Tynemouth. There's a picture of the lighthouses. But it's a massive site, that. But when they put all these from around the northeast, I need some restoration or just end of the shift, basically. Well, I think we're getting pretty close to our first stop because we have slowed down a bit. So, yeah, next thing you'll see out that window will be our first station call. Stop. It did go to a single track for a little bit there. Hopefully building a second one. Well, we did see another northern train go that way, so we'll find out why we stopped in a minute, hopefully. But yeah, quite scenic now, as you can see. A few industrial units, as you can see. A bunch of trees. So I think this might be where Northumberland Park Station's going to be. Hopefully we'll see a station appear out of that window in the not too distant future. Was half expecting the train to appear, and sure enough it did. Oh! One station not quite finished, Northumberland Park. As you can see, the tram and train, the metro and train are very close together. So obviously they need to finish the platform off and probably the bridge as well, as you saw the steps. But I think it's good that they've actually planned that in as well. And it was also a single platform, if you saw as well. So I think quite a lot of this line is single track. Not a problem, obviously. I think that's only it's only like 2 an hour, so like every 10 minutes. So it works. But I do apologise for seeing my chin for all of like a second because that train just suddenly, that metro suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and I was like, oh. But it's nice seeing the old and new metros sharing the line for the time being, at least. Until they all get fully retired, until the old one gets fully retired in the not too distant future. So we're at our first station, Seaton Delaval. Taxi drop-off buses. Platform, as you can see, you can definitely tell it's a newer station than others. There's a shelter, dog matrix. Only one platform currently. Park and ride built and everything like that, and the fact they've got a car park on it as well, and bus connections. It's actually quite a nice station, quite a remote station as well. But the amount of cars you saw in the car park, I think it's well used. So let's see where we are. Go to next. On my train pull out from what the dot and things. So my train pull app on my old phone says Newcastle is the next station called apparently. And then Bedside, don't think that's finished. Beddington, don't think that's finished either. And Ashington. So, see how many we do stop at. So then Newcastle and Ashington. See the difference? So yeah, next stop will be Newcastle. And stairs, so it's accessible. But according to the stop measures, as I've said, there's no other stops now apart from Ashington, so the other stops will just be probably works in progress. Let's see how far they're along compared to Northumberland Park, because as we saw in Northumberland Park, it was in a building zone. We'll just see what happens at the next ones. Calling at Ashington, so one stop left according to the dot matrix out of my head, so we'll see what's what, but so far so good. It's actually quite a nice line. It's obviously residential here, a bit of industrial close to the end, and then a little bit of the coastline as well, as you saw, but we'll see what the other stations are like. Bedside. Two platforms again. Well, a carbon copy of the previous station. So I think they're building them all as, so there's no difference. Which probably saves time and money because then they don't have to change any of the aspect. There wasn't a car park on this side. There might have been one higher up on the other side. So yeah, Bedside is a bit closer to being done than Northumberland Park. proximity from Northumberland Park to the metro to the train is a bit surprising, I can't lie. But yeah, Blythe Beckside, this is Blythe. Yeah, I've never been this part of Northumberland, I can't lie. Just nice seeing a different part of the northeast. And a part that I'm not used to seeing as well. So there's one more stop before Ashington. We'll see how much of a cookie cutter times Northern Station it is. Diesel, all those goods, wagons. Probably another reason why it's only one every half an hour. And that was Beddington. Looks like they've either repurposed the old station platforms and buildings, or they've built it from scratch. Either way, a bit different to Blythe and Newsham. Don't tell me, because I saw out the window like works going on. I thought, please, Callas, move out of the way. And it did. So fortunate there. So the next stop will be the end of the line at Ashington. Not the end of the line for us, because we're going to go back to Manors and finish the video there. But yeah, I can't lie, when it's all done and I've got more time, what I'll do is I'll get off each stop and give you a full rundown of everything. I think a couple of them might just be a quick stop, whereas Bedlington, sorry, will be a bit more of a look around because it's quite a small village. So I'll see you at Ashington. Large car park, one platform by the looks of it, yeah, just one platform. Quite a long one as well, so they're obviously expecting longer trains at some point in the future. Which will explain the lack of a bridge. Still a very, very long platform. So let's get back on the train and back down to Manors, shall we?
Welcome aboard this Northern Service to Newcastle. Next station stop is Newcastle.
enough that it does stop at Manors. So, that is the end of today's video. I do hope as I have gone all the way up to Ashington and back down to one of the least used stations in the whole of the North East, Manors. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit notifications for the video, and I will see you in the next one.